Listen, reality is not fixed. Reality is not some concrete block dropped on you at birth. Reality is alive, responsive, malleable. And the key that bends it? Your focus. This is the observer effect. Not just quantum theory, not just science. It is the law written into the fabric of existence. What you observe changes. What you focus on collapses from infinite possibility into lived reality. And every day, whether you know it or not, you are collapsing your life into the shape of your gaze. Let me make it plain. Two men walk the same street. One sees threats, enemies, obstacles. His body tenses. His eyes dart. His choices shrink. His reality becomes hostile. The other sees opportunity, connections, potential. His shoulders open. His breast steadies. His reality becomes fertile ground. Same street. Different focus. Different reality. The world did not change. The observer did. Quantum physics shows it in the lab. Electrons behave one way when unobserved, another when measured. Observation changes outcome. Awareness shapes manifestation. And what happens in the quantum happens in the human. Your life is a living double-slit experiment. What you look for, you find. What you focus on, you amplify. What you expect, you confirm. This is not mysticism. This is law. But here's the trap most fall into. They observe unconsciously. They give their focus to fear, distraction, weakness, chaos, and then wonder why life feels hostile, heavy, rigged against them. Scroll long enough, and your reality becomes noise. Fear long enough, and your reality becomes danger. Complain long enough, and your reality becomes prison. Not because the world shifted, but because you tuned your focus to collapse that slice of possibility into form. Understand this. Your focus is a lens, and whatever you point it at grows. Point it at excuses. Excuses multiply. Point it at opportunity. Doors open. Point it at weakness. Weakness expands. Point it at strength. Strength compounds. This is why discipline matters. Not just in the gym, not just on the plate, but in the mind. Discipline is the ability to hold your focus where it serves you, not where it sabotages you. The critic in your head is an observer. The coach in your head is an observer. Which one you give focus to shapes your reality. The critic collapses reality into limitation. The coach collapses reality into expansion. Both are real. Both are possible. The question is, which one are you observing? And here's the deeper cut. You don't just observe the world. The world observes you. People respond to the signal you project. Energy doesn't lie. If your focus is fear, you broadcast insecurity. If your focus is strength, you broadcast certainty. And others will mirror back exactly what you're focused on within yourself. Life is not happening to you. Life is happening through you, through your focus, through your observation. So how do you take command? How do you stop being a passive observer and start being an architect? First, awareness. Catch yourself in the act. Where is your gaze? On the problem or on the solution? On the wound or on the lesson? On the weakness or on the strength? Second, redirection. When you catch your focus in decay, shift it. Not by denial, not by pretending pain isn't there, but by asking the sovereign question: what outcome do I want to collapse into reality? Third, repetition. The more often you hold your focus on what you choose, the stronger your lens becomes. Focus builds like muscle. Train it, and it grows. Neglect it, and it withers. Let me give you the raw truth. If you don't command your focus, someone else will. Advertisers, algorithms, politicians, critics, they are all in the business of hijacking observation. Why? Because if they control what you look at, they control the reality you collapse into. This is a battle for awareness. This is the war for your mind. And the sovereign refuses to hand it over. You want freedom? Guard your focus. You want strength? Guard your focus. You want to shape reality instead of being shaped by it? Guard your focus. Because your focus is not passive. It is creative. It is the brush painting the canvas of your life. It is the hand that collapses the infinite into the tangible. It is the architect's pen. Think of the temple we spoke of before. Discipline built it. Pain refined it. Food fuels it. Elements sustain it. But the mind, the architect, decides what temple you're building in the first place. A palace or a prison. A sanctuary or a ruin. The bricks may be the same, The outcome depends on the blueprint. And the blueprint is drawn by focus. So here's the call. Stop scattering your observation like loose change. Stop giving it to every fear, every distraction, every shiny object. Choose where you will look. Choose what you will amplify. Choose what you will collapse into form. Because you are not a spectator in this game. You are the architect. And every second you live, you are building. The observer effect is not optional. It is law. It is happening whether you believe it or not. So the question is not, does focus shape reality? The question is, what reality are you shaping with your focus? Focus on fear, you build fear. Focus on strength, you build strength. Focus on weakness, you build weakness. Focus on sovereignty, you build sovereignty. You are not at the mercy of chance. You are at the mercy of your own observation. So choose wisely. Guard it fiercely. Direct it sovereignly. Because reality is alive, and it's waiting for you to look.